Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming. I'm bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Planet Quiz Learn and Discover. This game is developed and published by Naptime Games and releases on December 23rd, 2021. It's an educational and trivia style game. Unfortunately, we don't know the price yet at this time for the game, so I'll give you my opinions and thoughts at the end of the video, as well as kind of where I think it should land at price points and, if I think it's worth it at a certain price point, if you should pick it up, wait for certain sales, things like that. So what is Planet Quiz Learn and Discover? It's an educational game that does kind of a trivial system, trivia system, where you get to learn about all kinds of things about the planet, from geography to oceans to continents to animals, food, and everything in between, to famous people. Now, the way the game works is you're seeing on a fresh playthrough here, you're going to get many different, kind of topics and podcasts if you want to kind of adjust and figure out your knowledge and skill. Every single one of these topics will have 3 different phases: an easy, normal, and a hard kind of shield, as you can see represented here. You have to basically get a basic level score on a stage to be able to progress from the easy, medium, hard to the next chapter. So once you get that bronze level, you can proceed. And the game is presented with basically questions where you'll either have to map out where certain places are located, or, you might have to answer questions like, what's the fastest animal of this species, and all kinds of things like that. And then the game will kind of allow you to see how smart you are and, progress through the questions while you're playing. Now, the game does offer multiplayer mode. Now, the downside for me for the multiplayer mode is it does feature just local multiplayer, whereas I think this could be actually a really fun online multiplayer game where you could see, frankly, how stupid you are compared to your friends. For me, some of these questions definitely make me feel extremely stupid, and I thought I knew a lot more than what I actually did. But, that's a whole nother story. When it comes, though, to playing this game, though, I do enjoy kind of seeing where I lie in terms of, trivia and knowledge capabilities. When it comes to some of these easy categories, for me, easy is definitely not the same definition, because some of these puzzles are quite challenging when it comes to figuring out what the correct answer is, whether it's where are people located to, maybe I should have paid a lot more attention when it came to geography and stuff in class. You're probably going to see me fail here on placing flags. Hopefully I can at least place my country, United States, and know where that is, but definitely going to challenge myself when it comes to certain other areas. And I think I pretty much just put Cuba in the wrong location. No, let's do this. We got this. We're a little smarter than this. I don't know where Cuba and Costa Rica lie. Let's try this, and if I'm making a complete idiot of myself while playing this, so be it. But what I do enjoy about the game is it's pretty straightforward when it comes to the controls and playability, and I love that at the end of every question and answer, you actually can learn a little bit of information. It's not too often that educational games actually kind of give you a feeling like you're learning something instead of just making you feel stupid. This game kind of plays a really good balance between making me feel stupid and making me feel like I learned something in the process, so it is definitely a nice thing. Now, when it comes to testing my knowledge outside of North America and maybe the oceans, I feel extremely stupid, and I definitely need to learn more, and I'm sure that's going to be the case for most people who play this game, who are playing kind of outside of their general areas that they're used to playing at and everything. If you're outside of your country, so I bet anybody from Asia that's watching this video is probably like, yeah, I can do Asia pretty well. I don't have a clue what you're doing in North America, and I'm sure that's kind of equally everywhere. Now, when it comes to the achievements in this game, they're not too difficult. They are going to require you to kind of play everything in the game when it comes to all the different modes and kind of beat everything. So it is going to take you quite a bit of time, but it's not something that's going to be too overly impossible. I'm pretty sure I'm about to butcher these flags. I don't think that's Cuba, but we're going to see what happens here. But overall, though, the game is pretty straightforward. Like I said, when it comes to what you need to do, you're pretty much just hitting an A button, X button, or dragging different things around to pop them in the proper locations. When it comes to the difficulties, though, the game is pretty straightforward. Hard is hard. You're going to get some pretty crazy intense questions that are really going to struggle and challenge, I'd say even the most advanced, professors probably are going to actually get this right and not really challenge them too much. But, you could probably make all your buddies feel really stupid while playing this game, and, that's always worth a good laugh. For me, though, I really do enjoy the simplicity of how this game works. It allows you to really feel like, you're learning something at the same time, being able to, I guess, quote-unquote, educate yourself and, you know, feel kind of better about it. I think I just screwed this up. Yep, nope, I absolutely failed. Why is the bald eagle and bobcats? The bald eagle, I feel stupid now. But yeah, overall though, Planet Quiz Learn and Discover definitely does a great job at setting you up to a level to be able to play the game, feel like you're learning something, and also, you know, feeling dumb at the same time. I don't know too much about Canada, so we're probably about to butcher these C's here. Now, as far as price point and overall opinion, I think this game will be a great game to pick up and play, especially if you like to learn and educate yourself. But I think it needs to fall at a price point probably somewhere between, you know, $15 and $20. And the reason I'm saying between $15 and $20 is purely just because the large amount of content in this game, it's not a game that you're going to simply just be done with in a couple hours. This has, you know, a lot of playtime and a lot of content in it, so you're not really going to sit and speed through this, you know, super quick. You're not going to be going through questions and, like, it's just a lot here, and I like that you can pit yourself either locally to try to see how well you can educate yourself, but also pair yourself against friends. When you are playing this kind of single-player mode, you can easily, like, pause because you're not really restricted on time and really Google and look up stuff. So in the sense of how hard this game can be, you could just kind of cheat and use Google or Bing or whatever browser you really want to just figure out the answers ahead of time because you're not really on a clock. When you are in multiplayer modes, you get a little bit of customizable freedom where you get to kind of place everything out. Definitely Canada's got to be bigger than Mexico, but I might be stupid here. But, you know, with that being said, you know, I think it's a pretty perfect party game, you know, especially if you like to gather groups and friends together and do like board games. It's a nice little change of pace when it comes to what's really out there. The biggest downside for me, like I said, is definitely the fact that, you know, there's no online multiplayer because I think this is a perfect game that could fall under that online multiplayer mechanic. So if you're not an online multiplayer person, you don't really have a lot of, or sorry, if you kind of rely on online multiplayer and you don't really have a lot of people to play games with locally, this is probably a game that you might want to pass on, to be honest. But if you are kind of more online, you know, or not online, but locally centric gaming and have like a bunch of people you can do like local games with as like a family or board game nights and stuff, definitely a game that's worth picking up. Like I said, it needs to fall under that, you know, $15 to $20 price point. Anything really above that, I don't know if it's necessarily worth picking up. You might be better getting like party style S games like the Jackbox titles. But yeah, outside of that, if you have any questions or want to know more about the game, please let me know down in the comments. If you agree, disagree, or have any other differing opinions when it comes to the game, I'd love to hear what you think, you know, see how it compares to what I think. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We try to put out at least 2 videos a day and let you know what we think about games, showcase games coming up, and all kinds of content in between. I'm going to crank up the game volume, stop talking on my end, that way you can at least see the end play out because we only have a couple more questions here to go. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy seeing how stupid I can get, and we'll catch you next time. Let's finish this up and see how we do.
Where are these rivers located? Where are these mountains located?